Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at some games again in the, what's it even called? Sunshine Cup? I am not sure about it. I think it's Sunshine Cup. We're going to have a very spicy team here right now because I saw a lot of people complaining that's basically a meta around 3 Pokemon again. We're going to use a triple shadow team here today, and we're going to use a triple spicy shadow Pokemon. I guess Fabianarmani is kind of meta, but Donphan isn't really meta, as well as the Golok isn't really meta. If I sound a little bit different, I'm currently hit by COVID, so yeah, like it's not really going to be so nice. So you also most likely saw yesterday one less video than usual, and it's going to happen until I'm basically recovered from it. So yeah, that's not really ideal. But of course, if you want to cheer me up, please leave a like on the video. As a good YouTuber, I'm of course having to ask for that. But Golok going to be able to finish off this first opponent here as well. Right now, I'm still kind of okay, but I'm currently at the start of COVID, so it's most likely going to get worse. Here we're going to see a horrible lead for us, as well as a horrible say-so. You're going to have the Tropius in the back, and you're going to see as well, we're going to go down here from the Tropius with a Radar Leaf. It's also best buddied. I should wait out the clock here way longer, to be fair. My mistake at this point of time. But as you're going to see, it will not really matter too much either, as you're going to have still the best answer for the Magcargo in the back. But of course, I don't really have to shield up the charge move here. We will be able to go ahead and go for the Energy Ball, trying to knock them out here, going to do some decent damage. But now they're going to have a Victory Bell in the back, and so basically the opponent going to have the perfect hard counter team for us. Our next opponent, Pidgeot in the lead. That's the lead that I expected to see with this team here. Pidgeot is one of the best leads right now, basically doesn't really lose against anything other than maybe our Bummer Snow, and so that's why we went for the lead of the Bummer Snow here, where they're going to go ahead and go for one Brave Bird, basically sacking their Pokemon here. We're going to be able to get out the Swampert, we can go for one Body Slam here, going to get the shield, and what you can see here as well is I can still reach another Body Slam. I wouldn't CMP with my Donphan here. Shadow Donphan is coming through here, going to be able to get a shield, and yeah, we will be able to let this move go through. Hydrocan coming through here, we can go ahead and go for one Weather Ball, as this move is going to most likely knock them out. Yes, it does. As we're going to see the Vigoroth coming back in here, we can still go for another Weather Ball here, getting some damage onto them, and now we're going to see the matchup against our Golurk, and as we still even have a shield left, we can just farm them all the way down with the Mud Slaps. But of course, if you see me, like, yeah, I'm not really doing too much content, just commentating a little bit weirdly, I'm very sick right now still already, so I hope it doesn't get too bad with COVID, but we will see, we will see. We're going to see here a very awkward lead, I guess, for us, but also an awkward say-swap with the Noctowl. But what we can do here is actually we can go for the 2 Body Stamps, and Donphan might be a little bit better than you might expect. Is he going to be able to shield up the charge from the opponent? Going to be a Sky Attack, allowing us to farm them all the way down. We are 1 shields down, but we're going to be able to realign our Pokemon, which is very important for this matchup here, as I don't want to have the Vigoroth against my Bummer Snow. I will be able to go for another charge move here. Body Slam coming through, going to be able to CMP against the opponent. They're going to go for their own Body Slam here. They can undercharge if they want to, but they don't, and we will be able to go into the Golurk now. As they're staying in here, we're going to be able to get a ton of energy, and we're going to see a double in the back, allowing us to now go ahead and go into our Bummer Snow again. While the fast move is going to do some pretty decent damage, Body Slam also going to do some pretty decent damage. We're going to be able to get hopefully a shield here from the opponent, going for the Weather Ball spam, and that makes you go and play it a little bit risky and go for the Energy Ball as well at the end. With 1 HP and Dream left, I will be able to knock them out here, and the opponent going to decide to forfeit here as well. Good game there. Next opponent, another horrible lead. We see a ton of Vigoroth leads right now, which is most likely the safest Pokemon to lead, so it does make a lot of sense. Very not the ideal matchup here. The Mega Junko is also one of the supporters of the channel, seen them quite a bit in comment section, and he also sometimes gives us some cool footage. Also, if you want to send in some footage, there's always a link in the description for that one. Here, we definitely don't really have the best position right now. We're basically getting hardwalled the entire time. Lead is a hardwall, say-swap is a hardwall. I don't even know that people run Trevenant in this meta right now. We're going to have to shield up 1 charge move here, but hopefully I can still get to the Weather Ball in time, which I'm sadly not going to be able to do. They will be able to hit me with 1 Shadow Ball, and I can go ahead and go for 1 Weather Ball myself. Swapping out now immediately into the Golurk, unless they have a Magcargo in the back, which they do. There is nothing I can do, but look at the damage. They don't even get to another charge move here, allowing my Golurk now to go on a rampage here. Going to be able to go for 1 Shadow Punch as well. Going to be able to get the shield from the opponent. Shadow Punch coming through here as well from the Golurk. We'll be able to do some decent damage, and we can go for another fast move, but they're going to be able to knock me out with 1 Bulldoze now. They have 1 HP, we have 4 HP left as well, and it's going to be a tie. So after losing lead hard, losing say-swap hard, this team actually worked out so well. I think I went 9, 1, and 2, so like the 1 is a draw of course, with this team, which is pretty damn insane. Like it's a complete anti-meta team, it's a complete spicy triple shadow team here, which is kinda amazing to still have success with this one. Against the Vigoroth, still we're going to have to go for one charge move unless we're going to shield up once the bulldoze, then we should be fine, but like this, still, the Dynamic Punch going to knock them out here. Sadly, Shadow Punch doesn't do really damage against it, so we have to go for that one. We're going to see the Swampert coming in here, going straight for the Hydro Cannon. I'm going to let this move go through. It's going to do some very decent damage here, but you can go ahead and go for another charge move. Yike, we're going to be able to go into a Donphan now against the Galarian Stunfisk. Might be a bait game here. I hope that they don't bait, but they do bait with the Rock Slide. Smart decision by the opponent. We're not going to go for the bait. I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake here, trying to knock them out. Let's take a look at this one. They're going to shield this move up this time around, which is kind of unfortunate for us because now we're going to shield this move up again. It's going to be another Earthquake. I can farm them all the way down here. I have no charge move stored. I have to go for the charge move here right now. I hope that they're going to shield this one up, and they actually do, which is amazing for us because now we're actually still going to get to another one, and Shadow Donphan is just going to town here right now. Honestly, Shadow Donphan, a really underrated Pokemon right now, being able to have basically a neutral matchup against both the Vigoroth, the Noctowl, basically the entire meta. Like this Pokemon is really underrated. Actually have quite a lot of fun with some spicier picks in this meta right now, having great success, climbed already I think 500 points in total in this cup, so definitely cool cup to use, because like there are still different options to counter the meta while they're like rare. They're fun to use though, so I'm going to be able to go ahead and go for the full farm on here with our Pokemon usually, but I have to let this move go through. I can still go for the full farm now with my Bombasnow here, getting a ton of energy, but sadly they reveal their final Pokemon here, being the Vigoroth, going to be able to do some damage against them. They're going to swap out immediately into the Noctowl. This will be a little bit awkward, but we can go ahead and go for the Body Slam spam here, allowing us to get some damage onto them, forcing a shield here on my own part as well from the opponent, and I will be able to go ahead and go for some more fast move, trying to see Peter here. Didn't work out that well for us, but we're still going to be able to go for one Body Slam. I'm going to get the final shield by the opponent. They're going to knock me out here afterwards, and I'm totally okay with that. As you can see here, we're going to be able to farm them all the way down with the Bombasnow, and we can just go straight for the Energy Ball, and the Vigoroth does not seem to have any chance of surviving this one, so this is going to be a very good game. Let's take a look at the next one. We're going to see here the Bombasnow against Bombasnow. This is kind of an interesting matchup here. You see the IVs on my side. I should be able to win CMP against nearly all the spreads that are currently viable. My spreads for the Bombasnow are pretty horrible. So yeah, like I don't really usually suggest those kind of IVs, but of course, in this kind of scenario, it does make some sense here. We're going to see that I'm going to use my shield already here. Didn't go for the CMP type because I expect them to swap out. I can still go for my own charge move here, Weather Ball coming through, going to knock them out here, and we can swap into the Donphan. As they're gonna go ahead and go for the Noctowl, and I was like, why did I swap out now again? That didn't really make too much sense. Yeah, I tried to go for a CMP tie, didn't work out. They're gonna go for their own charge move now. Most likely going to be able to knock me out here, and it's going to be a tough one to still win. But we're going to still be able to reach this our Body Slam in time, allowing us to force a shield or the knockout. We're going to be able to get actually the knockout here. And we're going to see the Pidgeot coming in here again. And you have to kind of catch a charge move here. I expect them to kind of maybe overfarm a little bit as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for the Weather Ball, going to get the shield here, and I'm going to try to catch, and I was able to catch the move here, which is amazing. And now the opponent just cannot farm up 2 charge moves. That would be really bad for us, but they're going to decide to throw a charge move here again, which will be amazing because we're 1 away from our own charge move onto our Bombasnow, allowing us now to go for that and knock them out. So a good game to this player here as well. As we're going to see now the next game coming up. We're going to see the Bombasnow against Pidgeot. Again, a very decent lead. Again, Pidgeot or the Vigoroth are going to be very common leads. We're going to see the Vigoroth stays up here. We're going to go into a Golek, which will be able to double resist both counter as well as Body Slam. Of course, Bulldoze going to still hurt us quite a bit. We will be able to reach a Dynamic Punch here in time, which is going to be very nice for us. Actually thought of using the LilyNiRiain as well for this meta right now. Maybe I'm still going to do this eventually, but right now I'm kind of happy with the results of this team here. Like, this team worked out really, really well. As well as there's going to be an interesting team tomorrow for you as well. Tomorrow we should have the Go Battle Day again. So, yeah, have fun with that one if you're going to play it. If not, I think you don't miss too much out as well right now. I see like people quitting the tactical quit Pokemon Go as well, or like at least for the time being he quit Pokemon Go, which is kind of sad to see. There's not really a lot of, I don't know, it's not really a good time for Pokemon Go right now, especially for PvP. Really wish that Niantic did something towards that, but yeah, sadly this seems to not happen, and we just have to hope that it's going to be better in the future. But of course, we are, I think, nearly 7 years in right now, and there hasn't been really a change towards what they're doing, so I don't know, I'm not really too happy about this. But also I don't really want to spread too much like sad news or like hate or whatever onto my channel. I'd rather have like a happy time here, playing my spicier teams, having a great time in Global League, and hopefully gonna get you some points as well, as you're going to be able to farm on this Noctowl, allowing us to swap out immediately, and we're going to get out the Swampert again. This is basically the main idea of the Say-Swap of Donphan. You see how amazing actually the Donphan is as a Say-Swap in this team. We will be able to just go ahead and let this move go through. We still have a move start onto our Bombersnow, I feel like, and we should be able to just go for the Weather Ball, but they're actually going to be able to win CMP here, which I didn't know about. Also, most likely because I'm currently very sick. I don't play everything too perfect either, because like my head is a little bit sore. We will be able to go ahead and still knock them out here. We know what they have in the back. We know that we can go ahead and go for one charge move, but I guess they're lag or whatever. But at this point of time, this game was over anyway. Like, we would have been able to go for another charge move here, would have been able to reach another charge move onto our other Pokemon as well. They're going to be back here, and I'm just going to give them the honor to see my very beautiful Golurk here in the Shadow variant, which is going to be able to take the charge move from the opponent and going to farm them all the way down. Good game there. Next opponent, let's take a look at this one. We're going to see the Vigoroth in the lead here, going to be a very awkward position for us. We're going to be able to go for the Donphan, which will be able to now bait out the opponent's Noctowl. Might be a double flying team that can be a little bit tricky. I have to kind of get back my switch advantage here, which is also kind of tricky, of course. We'll be able to shield up the opponent's Sky Attack here. I always basically outspeed the opponent, but it's like I think they can force switch advantage, so it's not really ideal as well. I'm still going to be able to shield this move up here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It really depends. I'm not sure about this one, but I can go for another charge move here, and hopefully I can realign. Let's take a look at this one. They're going to let this move go through, and I can realign. In comes their Golurk. So a lot of spice here from both sides, which is kind of funny to see. They're going to stay in here for a little bit, and they're going to catch the move with the Vigoroth. I actually wanted them to catch this move here, but in hindsight, I actually didn't want to have that happening here. Should went to my Golurk instead already. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tough, because this Boulder is still going to do too much damage that they can farm me all the way down. There's no way in hell that I can farm them down, and I don't get to another charge move, sadly, with my Abomasnow. Maybe should have tried to catch a charge move here or something. That would have been the way to go, I feel like. But sadly, this didn't work out for us, and this is going to be the game that we're going to lose. Next one, we're going to have another Vigoroth in the lead. We're going to see a lot of bad matchups for us, but we're still going to be able to push through them here, especially with our Donphan. Being able to go for counter and Poison Slam is a very nice combination in this meta right now, as you see with a Vigoroth as well. We will be able to let this move go through from the opponent. It's going to be the Hydro Cannon, and we can basically take the shield advantage here. I don't really care too much what the opponent going to try to do here as well. It's just going to be all on Golurk, as Golurk going to be the main protagonist for this final battle here. We're going to see the opponent going for one charge move here. It's going to be a Sludge Wave, and we have to go into a Golurk and hope that this Pokemon can win this game. In comes right now the opponent's Nidoqueen. And like this, we should be able to win this final game for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like on this video, because you can farm them all the way down here. And we still have 2 shields, the opponent has 1 shield. I don't even have to bait here, as Golurk going to be able to dynamic punch through the opponents. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you have a better time than I do right now. COVID is not really a lot of fun, to be fair, so yeah, hope you're all going to be happy and healthy. And I'll see you in the next video, most likely tomorrow. Bye!